look at the internet and the things that I see, I'm looking at everything with a grain of salt. But this whole cancel culture, this culture we live in now where somebody can say one thing wrong or somebody can do something that's perceived wrong and we just jump down their throat. We need to do, all of us need to do a better job of figuring out what the fuck is really going on. Because as Ice Cube has been doing interviews, making his rounds to talk about this shit, I still see black people saying, fuck Cube. Oh, he a part of the Trump cabinet right now. Oh, fuck Cube. He working with Trump. Family, the details of the situation is this. Ice Cube created a plan for Black America, and for the record, he didn't do this plan by himself. He sat with finance professors, he sat with people who do this shit for a living, and came to certain conclusions about what we needed, right? Trump, because of, in my opinion, because of all the social unrest and because all the pressure in society, created this bullshit ass platinum plan for Black America. And because Cube put it out there that this is something he was trying to do, he offered to sit with both candidates. He offered to sit with Biden and the Democrats. They told him, wait. They said, yeah, that shit you got look cool, but let us get elected first. Then we'd talk about it, which was bullshit. Trump's people, not Trump. Cube did not sit down across from a table with Trump to have this conversation. He spoke with Trump's people, and they said they'll look at his plan. They'll include some of the shit from his plan into their platinum plan. But Cube ain't gung-ho about this shit working. He's not trusting in Trump to get this shit done. He don't believe in him like that. We all know how politicians work. But family, if we want to see change in this country, what the fuck are we supposed to do, right? We live in this quote unquote democracy where politicians at the lower scale and the higher scale, they control policies. They control the policies that affect our day-to-day lives. If you are to get reparations for us, if you are to get a plan specifically for Black people, who the fuck are we to go to? Now, of course, I understand that as a people, we got to unify with each other. We got to be on code with each other to make sure some of this shit can work out properly for us anyway. But at the end of the day, Cube just doing his best to try to help Black folks. Motherfuckers online like, fuck Cube, he ain't doing shit for us. Dude, how many of y'all, when it ain't political season, how many of y'all doing shit for y'all community? How many of y'all volunteering? How many of y'all part of an organization? How many of y'all look into the history of our people and make sure you teach it to your kids? I'm getting tired of all these armchair quarterbacks who only come out when they see some shit they don't like. I don't see you online giving props to people on a day-to-day basis. But when there's some negative shit pop up, everybody jump on the bandwagon to hate somebody. And a lot of y'all, and I've been here too, family. You see a news headline, you see another news headline that's the same, you jump on it and make a comment. Did you research the validity of the news story? Do we understand that some of these news organizations, these right-wing news organizations, some of the democratically ran news organizations, they telling us bullshit to kind of shit on the other side. They are slanting some of these stories to make it look like we be on some bullshit. You know what I mean? That's why it's important at the end of the day, family. If we had a code of conduct, none of this shit would be happening. If we had a code that we stuck to, meaning I'm going to give every Black person a fair shot. I'm not just going to jump down your back when I see a news report by somebody white saying what you did. I'm going to take 15, 20 minutes and just research the shit. Hear his words. In Cube's words, he never said I'm working with the Trump party or the Trump campaign. He never said I'm voting for Donald Trump. He didn't say any of that shit. He didn't say any of that shit. I had a plan for Black America. They looked at the plan. They took a little bit out of my plan, added to the platinum plan that they have now. Are they going to implement it? Are they going to make sure we get everything in that plan? I don't know. These are his words. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to make sure I put something forth because we're in a democratic, or we're in a democracy where somebody's going to get voted into office. Somebody is. And if Trump is in there for 4 more years, in my opinion, it ain't gonna be the worst thing. Shit, he was in there 4 years. We survived it pretty good to me. You know what I mean? So me personally, I'm not fucking with either candidate. Now I know people say you gotta vote for one or you're doing your ancestors a disservice. I don't believe in any of that. I don't do the lesser of the two evils, and I'm not fully. I haven't fully grasped the concept of holding a politician accountable. Like I said a little bit earlier, how in the fuck are you supposed to do that? After you give them your vote, they're in office now. So what do? Follow them around and make sure they don't lie to you no more? How do you actually physically, because a lot of this shit sounds good. How do you physically hold a politician accountable? You call them on their bullshit? Now, how do we do that from a very local level? So I'm just a regular person in America who voted for Trump or voted for Biden. How do I hold him accountable? I see he's lying on TV. I see he's not putting forth the policies he said he was going to do. What could I do to make him do it? Is there a way? No. There's no fucking way to make a politician do shit. You already gave him your vote. How about we come together and vote as one block of black folks, vote as one block of black folks, and we give these politicians some money. That's what I say we should do. That's what I say we should slant towards. We give this politician some money. Now you got our money. I think you will be a little more beholden to us if we gave your ass cash. But if all of I'm giving you a vote, they ain't gonna respect that shit. So in any situation, Q, a black man, is just doing what he can to further this movement. Think about it. He's rich. He don't need to help us. He's rich. His family's legacy is going to be straight. But he's choosing to put together this plan, take his time, do all these goddamn interviews, going through all this shit just to try to help us. And niggas still going to shit on him? D.L. Hughley saying that Cube ain't qualified to speak in front of... Bro, sometimes we got to shut the fuck up and not talk about each other. Especially if you're a person of influence in our society, your words mean something. Call somebody. Hit somebody in a DM. Get the details. Because he making it sound like Cube just went up there on some rapper NWA shit. No. He had a well thought out plan, helped that was helped. He was helped and he was provided that plan by his own thinking and several people around him who he gathered around him who are finance PhDs. Dr. Boyce Watkins was helping him. Claude Anderson was helping him. Other people was helping him. People who do this shit every day. So he on point. So why the first thing we do when we see somebody black, why are we so negative all the time? You know what I mean? Like, let's be responsible with our fucking phones, man. Now, I know you can comment on something and nobody see your face. You can just be this inanimate object in the goddamn Twitter sphere where you can say whatever you want to say. But how about we act like you right there in front of somebody? How about we take accountability for our words? How about we do a little fucking more research? You know what I mean? Now, I personally, when I go online and I see everybody shitting on Cuban, like I said, I'm taking everything with a grain of salt because I know this is just niggas with phones. No correct ideology about how the world works. No research done. Just a nigga with a phone saying whatever you want to say, right? And that's cool. But how about we take 10, 15 minutes, do a little more research. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, try to spread, I know it sounds kind of cliche, but try to spread some goddamn love instead of always looking to cancel somebody. And like I said before, family, we don't have the ability to cancel anybody, right? We ain't got the ability to cancel anybody, and then it'd be full of shit because the shit only lasts like 2 weeks. How long do we cancel Gucci? How long do we cancel Cosby, R. Kelly? We canceling out all these people for 1 week, 2 weeks just because they said something we didn't like or we're being fed some news about them that we didn't like. How about we try unifying? How about we try and giving your brother or your sister the benefit of the doubt? Not just when it's time to shake your ass and play some music and do all this nigga shit, but no, when it's time for critical thought, sometime we need to shut the fuck up, gather a little more information, and then make your assertion, right? Instead of just going online and spewing all this bullshit rhetoric when Ice Cube is doing nothing but trying to help us. At the end of the day, can we agree on that part? Everybody want to get into the details, but he shouldn't be doing it. He shouldn't have went and saw Trump. He shouldn't have. Get all the details of the situation first, then you can make an assessment. You know what I mean? Because can we agree that we're in a fucked up spot in this country? We've been this way for a really long time. We should be willing to try anything at this point. Whoever we need to talk to. And like Cube said, he going on these radio shows, and these radio shows already have a particular slant. Because he went on like Roland Martin's show, and Roland Martin is a Democrat. So his whole